Hello and welcome to The Magic Detective. I'm your host, Dean Carnegie. I am the Magic Detective. And today we're going to start out with a little bit of magic from Professor Hoffman, this time from his book, Later Magic. My copy of Later Magic is kind of cool. It's a little bit faded, a little old. It actually comes from Martinka. This was once in Martinka's magic shop in New York City. In this book, there's a wonderful effect that I'm about to show you right now. And for this, I require a pocket watch, which I just so happen to have, and a pocket handkerchief. So, with the two items to begin with, we'll place the watch inside the pocket handkerchief thusly, and on the count of three, why the watch will vanish. Watch, 1, 2, hop! Gone. Absolutely vanished into thin air. And on the table, 2 glasses. The first one is empty. There's nothing in there whatsoever. The second glass is filled with milk. We'll take the milk, pour it into the glass like so. Watch close. Just a wave of the hand. If I reach down inside the milk, whoa! What do we find? But the very same pocket watch that we had just a moment ago. That's called the watch inside the glass of milk from Later Magic, Professor Hoffman. One of the great things about having a blog like themagicdetective.com is the fact that every week I get emails from people all over the world that read my blog. Some of them comment about how much they enjoy the blog. Some of them comment about information that I missed, and often I'll get a correction. Someone will say, you know what, this was really interesting, but you got it wrong. And that happened not too long ago on one of my other blogs, a blog that I have that's called the Dead Conjurers blog, which is basically a site devoted to the graves of dead magicians. Now you can find that site at deadconjurers.blogspot.com. And the magician that I got wrong was David Bamberg, FuManchu. I had read in an old issue of Genie magazine that David Bamberg's ashes were scattered out at sea, so he didn't actually have a grave, and that's what I put on the blog. Well, not too long ago, I was contacted by magic historian Martin Pacheco, who wanted to kind of clear everything up and let me know what really happened. Well, it turns out that FuManchu, once he passed away, was buried in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I'm going to read the email so you can hear from Martin himself exactly what took place. The real history is that Fu was buried in the Cementerio della Chacarita in Buenos Aires, in a tomb when he passed away. His wife Lola didn't take care of the tomb. In fact, nobody did. 20 years later, a magic society went to the cemetery for a tribute, but the grave wasn't there anymore. FuManchu's remains were sent to a common grave because his actual grave was not upkept. And here now, for probably the first time on the internet, is a photograph, courtesy of Martin Pacheco, of FuManchu's grave as it appeared probably, I don't know, 40 years ago or more. And this is the grave of the great David Bamberg. This is the address of the cemetery one more time. I probably mispronounced it. There it is in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And that's all we have time for this week on The Magic Detective. I want to thank you for stopping by. I apologize last week. I missed a week because, well, it's October now, and it's Magic Month for me. Lots of shows and lots of getting ready for shows, so I do apologize about that. But we'll see you again here very soon. Please go over and check out my blog at themagicdetective.com. And if you get a chance, watch for an upcoming issue of The Linking Ring, the official magazine of the International Brotherhood of Magicians, because yours truly has written a review of the History Channel's Houdini miniseries. It's a little different than the review that's on my blog, actually. It's a much more expanded version of the review I wrote on my blog, so you can check that out in the linking ring. Other than that, we'll see you again next time. Thanks for stopping by.